guys. I just wanted to wait until after we saw Green Bay play against the Giants to make my video. What can I say? It's over. It's over for the Cowboys. We get beat by the Redskins. We have our chance. We've had our chances, and we didn't do the job. And I can't blame one player. I can't blame one coach. I can't really blame anybody. It's really difficult to blame one particular person when it's really a team effort. This whole team has came together to find ways to lose, and it's been different every week. It's been either the defense, the special teams, the offensive line, a missed call, or whatever, and it's came back to hurt us. And I'm extremely disappointed. The Giants won tonight over the Packers. The Packers, excuse me, and blew them out. Beat them pretty good, and we're tied with the Redskins at 5-6, and the Giants are going to be up 2 games now. So, I said in my last video about the Browns, I wanted to see something against the Browns, and I never saw anything that I really wanted to see. Never saw anything special. The only thing I saw was a will to win, and I think the Cowboys have that. I think they care. They work hard. They try. Something's just not there. I can't really tell you what it is because I do see talent on this field. I just got in an argument with one of my buddies about this earlier today about he doesn't think we really have talent, but I think we do. I think the talent's there in most of the departments, but I definitely think not having Laurent Robinson, not having that third receiver is kind of hurt us because it puts a lot of pressure on Miles Austin and Dez Bryant. And I feel like Dez Bryant struggled early and Miles Austin played pretty well early, and it's kind of flip-flopped around to where Miles hasn't played well and Dez has. And Ogletree's not been dependable since the first game. He's not really helped us in very many levels. And, Dwayne Harris is what he is. He's a good punt returner, and he can make an occasional catch, but he's not going to be a big-time player for us. That's something I may be looking for in the draft. I think we've got 3 things to look for as in the offensive line, receivers and running backs. I know everybody's happy with DeMarco Murray, but I'm really not. He's always hurt. He's made of glass. And I feel like he's a good back, but I just don't feel like he'll ever be able to stay healthy enough to lead this team to a Super Bowl or even to the playoffs for that matter. And the one thing I do want to say, I want to say 2 things. I hear a lot of, this is what I hear out of all Cowboys fans' mouths. I keep hearing, fire Jerry Jones, we need a new GM. First of all, that's never going to happen. Let that go. Okay, I'm not saying I don't want Jerry Jones to get a new general manager. I'm not saying that. I don't give my opinion on that because it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Jerry Jones is the general manager. He's the owner. You take it or you leave it. It's either you're a Dallas Cowboys fan with it or you leave. You're no longer a Cowboys fan because Jerry Jones is going to be your GM. Him and his son Steven, they are there. They're your GM. They're making the calls. It's the way it is. Nothing's going to change, okay? I promise you. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm saying that's what's going to happen. So we need to kind of quit. We need to quit whining about that. If you don't like it, you need to find a new team to support because Jerry Jones is what he is. He's going to be general manager till the day he dies. And now the other thing I hear, get rid of Romo. Romo's terrible. He's costing us all these games. Throws way too many interceptions. He's not making those big plays. I don't understand that. This is something that I've never understood. The blame's been on Romo ever since he fumbled that snap against Seattle. Every bit of blame has been on Tony Romo. Let me put it this way to you guys. I'm a huge Tony Romo fan. I ripped him after that Bears game. And I went back and watched the film. I watched that game a couple of times, watched those throws. Some of those interceptions weren't on Tony, and I put them on Tony, and I felt bad about that. But Tony Romo, he's not been great this year, guys. He hasn't. I admit that. I'm probably one of the biggest Tony Romo supporters there is. And I watched Cowboy TD's videos. I absolutely loved what he said. I agree with him 110% because we see time after time, Romo has to do everything. And I seem like Romo has to do too much, and it's because we don't have a running game. DeMarco Murray's hurt, and Felix Jones can't do it. Our offensive line can't block for the run, and the offensive line can't block for Tony Romo. They can't do anything for him. And when a quarterback has inconsistent receivers, has inconsistent line, has an inconsistent running game, and an inconsistent defense, how can I want to see any quarterback in the NFL have to play under those circumstances, and then we can talk about how bad Tony Romo is. Because I guarantee you, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Breeze, I bet you they couldn't play under those circumstances. I think Tony Romo has I'm not saying he's a Peyton Manning. I'm not saying he's a Tom Brady. I'm not saying he's an Aaron Rodgers or Breeze. I'm not saying that. But my point is that none of those quarterbacks have really had to play under those circumstances. Tony he's had players before, I admit. But Tony Romo has also, you look at it this year, all the penalties on the offensive line that have stopped drives. Tony's got us moving, and we got a false start from Doug Free. It's moving us backwards, and it's because of those things. It's not because of Romo. I mean, like I said, I admit Romo has not played his best year. I admit that. But you got to remember his offensive line's not played well. His run game's not played well. They've been, maybe one or two games that have really helped him. Our receivers have not helped him all that much. Dez is starting to really grow up. Miles Austin's not helped him a whole lot. Witten's been pretty good. Not at the beginning of the season because of the spleen and he dropped quite a few balls. But our defense has been inconsistent. And guys, I don't know what the problem is. That's the problem. And everybody still, like I said, back to the Jerry Jones thing. Everybody wants to put everything on Jerry Jones, but if you really look at his past picks in the draft, he got Des Bryant, he got Morris Claiborne, he went and signed Carr in the offseason. He's really not. He's not done anything that I wouldn't have done personally. Last year we said, hey, we need corners. We need to bring some corners in this year. Jerry Jones did that. Okay? We said, hey, we need a running back, DeMarco Murray. We got that. I didn't expect Murray to be as good as he has been. I expected him to be hurt like he has been. But Jerry Jones, he drafted him. Okay? You can't. I understand there was some bad things that he's done in the past. I was not happy with Quincy Carter, all the quarterbacks that he had back in the day. I admit that. But what we need to remember is, Jerry Jones is what he is. He's the general manager and the owner of this team. That's never going to change. We just need to get that through our heads. I want to leave this video on a positive note. But first, I just want to tell you guys, mathematically, this season's not over. If you want to think positive, you can. But the season to me is over. I don't feel like, with Bruce Carter being out now, having to have elbow surgery, Scandrick being out, which I don't know how big of a loss that is, but most likely, guys, this season is over. It'd take a miracle. We probably have to win out, in my opinion, and I might not even get the job done. The way I saw the Giants play today, it may not. And the Redskins, good luck to them, because I think the Redskins are a solid team, and I'm not looking forward to playing Robert Griffin III in the future. So congratulations to the Redskins. You guys played a great game. I watched Robert Griffin, RG3 play a lot in college football. Beat my Longhorns, beat my Cowboys. Well, I guess he never beat my Cowboys, but Oklahoma State beat him pretty good. But anyway, off that. But, I'm not looking forward to playing them. And Washington and the Giants, they're good teams, and they've played hard. And they're well coached. So the best of luck to them. And, hopefully the Cowboys, hopefully they can pull this miracle. But, yeah, mathematically, not over, but then again, it most likely is. So, I guess we'll look forward to next year, guys. I'll still do videos, and I'll still talk about the games, but this is another disappointing season. We had our chances and just didn't come through, and some of them have been heartbreakers, No doubt we've had some games won and just couldn't finish. So, that's just the story to every year. But, guys, the positive note is this. We're seeing Des Bryant grow up right in front of our eyes. I think it's terrific. The way Des has played the past couple weeks, the way he acted there, you got Hall getting right in his face and Des, controlling himself. I love that. Des is going to drop balls. He's going to drop a few balls every once in a while, but Des is going to make some big plays as well. And I think we've seen that fumble. That's just a great play there. I'm not going to put a whole lot of blame on Des there. I felt like that's just a nice play. But, hey, we're seeing Des grow up in front of our eyes. That's what we really need to see. That may help for our future. But, guys, window's closing. So, I don't know what else to say, guys. That's really the only thing I can say. But I guess, I don't know. I guess I'll just talk to you guys next week. But take it easy, guys. See ya.